Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence. Today I want to talk about a new song that I've written that's going to be the final track on my next album that's coming up. This song is called The Maze, and I wrote it because I didn't really have any good ideas. For the past couple of weeks I felt a little bit of a burnout, a bit of a creative lull, and I just didn't want to make stuff. I didn't want to do things, right? And I thought, let's make a song about that idea. And so I was looking at how to actually figure out how to structure that, and I thought, how can I make that interesting and not just immediately pretentious? So I kind of contrived this maze analogy where essentially outside the maze is the comfort zone, inside the maze is your path to making something creative, and your vision is the center of the maze. That's the idea, right? That's the key concept. And so with that metaphor in place, I'm then free to kind of play around with the metaphor. So, you know, is he outside the maze? Is he inside the maze? Is he near the middle of the maze? Is he lost in the maze? Is he above the maze, able to see it all? Or is he inside the maze, unable to see anything around him? You know, that kind of thing. You know, does he want to leave the maze or does he want to get to the middle? You know, that kind of stuff. So there's loads to actually explore within that. As you can see, I wrote a long song. This song has come out to 16 minutes. It's a bit of a prog rock kind of thing. So I've made the drum track, and I'm just going to go through the structure of this with you. So it starts off with a very basic strumming pattern, which is just this whole song is in E minor, by the way. It's basically all in 4/4. Like that. I see a way through the maze every time. So, something like that, right? So the idea is, I'm not going to actually have this stuff here be drums. I'm actually going to introduce the drums later on, right, over here. So this first bit along here, all of this is just instrumental, and that's, you know, maybe introducing some kind of melody line. So I kind of came up with this as a bit of a melody line. So you got that, then you got this. So you got right, and that. So I think that's kind of our main little bit. That's kind of a thing that we can use as an anchor of a riff. So if you hear that, you know you're listening to the maze. Right? And then, you know how when I did one of these sort of things, and I did this. What I'm doing there is I'm going up to A sus2. Right, so that little going up to A sus2 means that we're introducing a B instead of a C, right? So because of that, I do. Right? And I like that kind of, because I think later on in the song, it's got some room to, you know, heavyify. So you can imagine like some overdriven, like, down, wow, 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 sort of thing, right? And that, So there's places to take this song. We're obviously keeping it quite quiet and quite mellow and quite down to earth for now. So the song starts off with, cannot write a thing that ain't claustrophobic, it's so late, why am I awake? Words that are nothing to me to say, but I'm speaking anyway throughout the day. Basically, you know, he's trying to write stuff, he's trying to write songs, he's trying to make creative works, and he's struggling with it, and he feels like it's not him, he's not achieving his vision, that kind of thing. And he's just like, why am I doing this? He's just doing it anyway, right? But I know when I see the maze, it's so daunting, it's not like back home. I took a step within the maze, I thought I'd been here before, but it's not the place I saw. So it's kind of a form of evolution from your comfort zone to leaving your comfort zone, essentially. It's kind of the idea. So you go from making your little things, not being particularly happy with them, but just still doing it anyway, to like, right, I want to actually make something that I give a shit about, right? So I know when I see the maze, it's so daunting. So he steps into the maze, right? And he steps within this wider world as if he's been in like, what in the Wizard of Oz is like she's been in Philadelphia all this time, and then she pops out into the world of colour. That's kind of what's going on here. And it also really works for just a bit of a name check for the. That's why I really like the name of the song being The Maze, because you kind of go, but I know when I see the maze so daunting, it's not like back home. I took a step within the maze, I thought I'd been here before, but it's not the place I saw. So yeah, at the end of each of these sort of versey things is it goes to G to D major, right? Nice little simple thing, that, right? And then we have these things for the chorus, which sound a little bit, I'm not sure, Tame Impala-y or something, I don't know. Knew there was something about the words you said, linger in my head and they would hurt when said. So you get the idea? And so the song kind of revolves around that. Those are your two main bits, and then we do another one of these verses, right? So there's a little bit of an instrumental break, maybe to introduce, in the demo I've got, I introduce a bit of wah-wah here, but I'm probably not going to do that. I want to keep all of this stuff right here up until probably around there. Oh, fuck off. The song's even longer than I realised. Shit. Because I got the tempo marker in the wrong place. How much longer is it now? Yeah. An extra 20 seconds added to that. Okay, so the first sort of 4 minutes is going to be quite low with a little bit of drums, right? At this point, we've got drums, proper drums, I'd say. So, yeah, here you got your second verse, which I'm thinking, right? Because at this point, we've kind of set up that the main character isn't massively happy with the things that they're doing and they're stepping out of their comfort zone, kind of in a state of trying to improve themselves. I knew there was something about the words you said, they linger in my head and they would hurt when said. That's kind of, the idea is you're seeing someone or something that is actually able to fulfill their vision, essentially. And, you know, deep down, really, that thing that they're looking up to that they think can fulfill that creative vision can't actually fulfill that creative vision, at least to their own level of satisfaction, but the main character doesn't know that. They're not going to be able to figure that out, right? The same way that you're probably not going to be able to figure out what the song's about unless you watch this video of me explaining it. So yeah, he's in the maze now, and that's where the second verse comes in. So I'll just do the second verse, I guess. Pulled it all apart again, we'll try it from the start, and then maybe we'll end this constant back and forth the mind, prodding at the soul, a line to fill in the hole. Is it tonight that we go back home and try for real this time, or will I remain alone? When I tried to navigate through the maze, I knew what I would do. Stay calm and draw a line through. Taking out that. Because I like draw a line through, because you draw a line through a fucking maze, you get like the maze on the back of the McDonald's fucking kids menu and you draw a line through it. So with this one, the lyrics still feel like need a bit of work. That's kind of why I'm making this video, because I know that when I talk into the camera I can figure out what I want more. So in here, verse 1 is all about setup of what the maze is and who the main character is, and the main character is obviously someone that's writing, and you know the words aren't speaking to him, but he's saying them anyway, and he probably doesn't like that. I mean, you know, it's so late, why am I awake? He's staying up late trying to do some writing and it's clearly not working. So he's a bit down because of that. But I know when I see the maze, it's so daunting and it's not like back home, right? And he took a step within and he thought he'd been here before, but it turned out he hadn't. So, you know, he thought he was in his comfort zone, but he really wasn't, right? That's kind of what verse 1's about, and that's set up everything. So now he's in the maze, right? And he's seeing what someone else is able to do inside the maze. Like someone else has obviously found the middle of their maze. So he's pulled it all apart again, and he's trying. I feel like this could be a bit more interesting. I feel like this one's a little bit of a filler one. And I also don't like the or will I remain alone. I've changed this from find a place to hide. So for real this time, or will I find a place to hide? I don't like that one as much either. I feel like it needs to rhyme with home, right? But I also don't massively want it to do the om. I want it to go up a little bit. I'm not sure what to put there. And then when I tried to navigate through the maze, I knew what I would do, stay calm and draw a line through. I'm cool with that. And then we get on to the next verse. This is when you realise that this is a 16-minute prog song, because normally, look, we're 4 minutes in, right? And we've only done, shut the fuck up, we've only done one round of the chorus. And 2 verses. So we've really not even scraped the surface, to be honest. We're only 4 minutes in. So next up we have this fun bit. So I'm just gonna. The maze, I knew what I would do. Stay calm and draw a line through. So lost inside this maze, it took so long. Tried to escape, you won't be able. Your head will burst the maze, relentless, and everything first will seem capable of instinctual act, but not of conscious thought. Alas, it's not enough to get the cause and effect in front of us. Why can't I leave this maze? So it's like that. And you just do this for a bit. And you have some fun with it. Oh, fuck's sake. Tempo marker's still fucked. Okay, so we've added probably another 5 seconds to the song. Yeah, we have. Great. So, yeah, you got that blues section, and that's a nice little fun bit to, you know. So you can have some fun for a little bit of like noodling around there in the second half. And this is when we get to the rap bit. So, you know, being as pale as I am, I decided that this song, this 16-minute prog rock song needed some rap in it. So that's what we've done. Yeah, you're gonna love this rap bit. Did I not call you up on the phone? Speak to me. I want to make a complaint about the way I was made. Am I not thinking straight? Where did I find the maze? Why is it closing in? Did I make a mistake? Is it not you that's divine? Is it not you that's divine? Is it not you that's divine? If you're not my God, then why'd you lie? Is it not you that's divine? Is it not you that's divine? But I did not think it would be so quick that it would persist in amidst the bliss and the destiny of mine past already formed in our minds. Pitch a dental and men are past their blinds as our future signs. Why not once does it look alright? Because it is not you that is the fucking hell. I can actually do it, but I just maybe I need a real rapper. Also, because the point of this section is he's getting frustrated with the maze, and I feel like, you know, it kind of works on a meta level. Like, he's so frustrated with being unable to find the words and, you know, being unable to achieve his creative vision that he's kind of started taking really stupid risks like this rap section. But in the context of the story, it's kind of, I guess the idea is that he's unable to find his voice and he's frustrated at like a higher deity, possibly a god or fate or whatever. And he's frustrated that the predetermined nature of the universe has put him in this place where he is unable to find the answers that he needs to continue down this predetermined path. Essentially, is the idea. Like, why make the maze? Why not just make it so that there is a path so that I can, you know, if I'm meant to fulfill my vision, why do I have to go through so many hurdles and all that kind of thing? Why make it so difficult when it could have been made easier? And if the idea is, you know, just that, oh, you know, it wouldn't be satisfying. Well, you're fucking God. Why don't you just make it more satisfying? Well, you can do that. So that's kind of the idea there. So he kind of feels a bit abandoned by this deity or fate or whatever it is. It's not necessarily about God, although I think I do say God at one point. I mean, is it not you that's divine? That does sound a little bit like anti-Christian, and you know, I'm certainly no religious person, but this song isn't inherently anti-Christian or anything like that. So then, after you have that very disgusting fucking rap verse, you have, yeah. And I've recently changed this. Why I've done this, I don't know, and I feel bad for my future self that has to record this. 7/8. I think I fucked it up. I got the timings right, but I got the notes wrong. So this is a little like, you know, oh yeah, and then it continues on to the next section, which is a purely instrumental section. So this is kind of a transitional moment. This is what takes it from, you know, we could have not done this rap verse and, you know, taken it back, done a final loop of the fucking original fucking thing, and then just called it a day. But no, we have to go into the 7/8 section. I fucked the very end of it up. I got the bit right before I fucked it up, right, compared to the last time. So yeah, it's in 7/8 this bit, and I hate myself for doing that, but it just didn't sound right in 4/4. I like it. I just find that fun. I think it's nice. So yeah, look forward to that bit, there's just something about the way that it comes in after all of this bullshit. I like that. And then you got a little bit of a and then another one. I still need to figure out what exactly I'm going to do here. I'm tempted to do that, or I like that one actually, that one's cool. Let's see. This is how the section actually goes. So this is kind of it's called Crazy Mad section, and it's a very droney sort of thing. It's designed to have like some some crazy like stuff like this. But faster than that, like, proper wah-wah, crazy fucking solo kind of thing comes in over that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Dun 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 dun, wow 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 ba wow 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 ba bam wow wow dun 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 wow bum bow wow ba bam bow wow bum bow wow ba bam bow wow wow bum bum, like that, right? That's kind of the idea, and then you would bring in like a more of a lead one, like down, down, wow, 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 some shit like that, right? And that kind of continues up until you get to near the end of the section. So, and then it goes into this next chorus, which is the best one. Really want so bad. It's hard to do it when you're just like not doing it properly. Like when you do the whole song and you go, knew the words in the dictionary went so bad when put into the order that they were meant to be. Will I ever know where will that be, or will I keep writing something else? There's nobody but myself, and there's no new forest left to fell, and no new stories left to tell. Am I done? And it goes into this section. So this is the build-up. We're just having some fun. Having a bit of fun with the build-up. So just a nice little thing. And then after that, it does a bit more, but it's introducing that kind of thing. you'd have some fun with that. And I've actually extended the section out to be ridiculously long. So how long is the section now? It's like, it's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes of this. And the point is I wanted to really establish the drone, because here it's really bringing in the Pink Floyd-y sort of thing. So it's doing a lot of that. And I've just, only today before I started this video, I've moved a section, so you know we had that bluesy thing, like, we had that, right? That was at the very end of the song, now it's kind of here. I like that. That kind of thing, right? So that helps it just bridge the gap from that section into this section. So I feel like last time we did the little build-up. I saw the maze, will I feel right through? I'm totally out of time, but you get the general gist, right? It's a nice little build-up, right? And then after that, we have a little moment to have a bit of a quiet instrumental. So you start off a little bit low, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. There was something about the words you said that always function in the quickest burst. Made that bit up. And then here is where you would bring a proper solo in, right? And this is like quite a long solo as well. So you start off here, right? So you see, you just get kind of more time with the solo, and here we're keeping the same original drum beat underneath, by the way, just to make it clear. So I'll show you. So yeah, just get to have a bit of fun with drum patterns. So you're just having a bit of fun with the drum patterns, really, and yeah, that's basically the entire song. We do some of that, we get really crazy with it, and then we bring back the drum and bass thing, but with the old original pattern over it. So you're kind of combining previous sections a little bit. And then it does one of these chorus things, dun 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 sort of things. And then it finishes, just like this video's about to. And yeah, that's basically it. And I'll quickly, hang on, I'll turn this on. So the camera cuts out after half an hour. So yeah, that would mean that I would have to switch this blues section out, because you can see it was originally here at the end. That now means that it comes in here, which I think would still work. I think that's fine. Because I don't think this naturally resolves. I think that it's actually more resolved by the third verse. So, the maze is mine, the maze is mine. It's a little bit mantra-y. And I take a line and draw it through the sands of time, the cliched rhymes, and I write just like the schlock that I hate so much. No, something like that is how it kind of goes, right? And generally the point of this bit is you know, the frustration about, you know, this person in the choruses. Essentially is the idea. And yeah, what else? Then in the third verse, you know, I see a way out of here. There must be a way to get from here to there. Did the maze open up at last? Spit me back out, or am I still in here? Yeah, so he kind of feels like he's been given up on. He kind of feels like things aren't really working for him. Like, you know, everything could go terribly wrong. But in the end, he realizes that if he could fly, you know, he would see everything aligned. And I feel like what I could do is maybe make more of a point that that isn't necessarily a good thing. So here, so that's, where does that come in? Way back here, like 12 minutes in, we've got 4 minutes left of instrumental. So I feel like, you know, we got this chorus here for some wordage, right? And I feel like some kind of like bit of mantra. I did not see through the maze when the curse is not alive in the terminali. Some bullshit like that, right? Just have a bit of fun with it. I'm not sure. We'll figure something out. But yeah, I wanted to catalogue the creation of this new album, which is going to be called Get It Out the Way. I wanted to catalogue it an awful lot more than I did with my last album. So I wanted to start making videos about making bits of the song and give you all an idea as to how things work, how things operate, how things go. And yeah, maybe you'll learn something from this, maybe you won't. You'll only find out if you spend the time watching them, I suppose. And then, you know, for instance, I go to a couple friends' houses, right, who do a lot more sort of filming, creative stuff than I do. And so whenever I go to meet them, it's always like a kick in the teeth, like, yeah, come on. No, sorry, kick in the backside. Where it's like, yeah, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And I come back from these people much more inspired to create. And the fact that I have them in my life means that I create a lot more than I otherwise would. So it's good to have people like that in your life in general. Yeah, I'm sorry to all the people that don't like long songs, but unfortunately I do. So you're going to get a 16-minute one, which is like 16:40 with this little ambient section at the end, which I might not include because the whole point is it's one of these sort of things where it's like, hang on, let me just try and do it. So it's one of these. So you might not actually need it, but I like it because it's got this little whistle in it. Where's the whistle? Where's the whistle? You can hear the whistle when you listen on headphones, so oh well. But yeah, that's the song, and yeah, that's one of the tracks on this Get It Out the Way album. So this one is the longest one. I hope it's the longest one anyway. The rest of them I intend to be shorter, sort of 3, 4, 5 minute songs, which I know for YouTubers making music is still quite long. But look, like my favourite bands are all bands that like make long songs, like Pink Floyd, King Gizzard, Dream Theater. Like people go to them for long songs. All the songs that immediately come to mind with any of them are all like 10 minutes long or more. Like Crumbling Castle or Change or Echoes or Repentance, The Glass Prison, Octavarium, Iron Lung, although that's only 9 minutes. Yeah, stuff like that. So That's where I draw a lot of inspiration from. Is stuff like that, long form stuff. I like journeys in music. I like setting out on a journey and then it coming back around in a new way, with a new context provided to it from a story and stuff. I like all that. And I know people could probably look at this video and think, Louis made a 16-minute long song about not being able to write anything. What a fucking pretentious twat. But I don't mind if people think I'm pretentious, because I know deep down that I'm not. And so I'm sure there'll be people out there that will sort of see me wearing this fucking jumper that, you know, and because I didn't put much effort into how I dress and stuff, it's like, oh, I don't care what people think of me. But, you know, I'm kind of rambling. But you know what? What's more important is just getting your true vision out there. And this is my true vision. This is what I want to actually make. I don't want to cut it. I don't want to fucking cut it off here, you know, and have it be a... Even that's 4 fucking minutes. Oh, no, it isn't. It's 3 minutes. Yeah, even that is nearly 4 minutes. And most of these YouTuber songs are like 2.5 minutes at most. So, yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, I do know that I enjoy this song. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what it's going to be. And basically this song is practice for another song that I'm working on, which is called Big Word. And Big Word is going to be another epic song. How did it go? It was something like that. So you can see with Lydian it doesn't have the same... doesn't have quite the same resolution thing to it. It feels almost like there's multiple root notes, and yes, I know this isn't how it works, but it's how I think about it. That's a root note. Then... And yeah, part of the idea of the Lydian song is going to be, because G Lydian is also F sharp Phrygian, which is also, it sounds like it's E minor, but I don't think it is. I think it's E Dorian. Yeah, it's E Dorian. Which would mean that next it's D major, I suppose. Which then means that it's C sharp Locrian. Something like that, I don't know. And then it's a B minor and then a mixolydian. So yeah, I want it to include all the modes in one song. But basically transposing and going up or down the scale. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I figure it's a song that would start with a long G Lydian sort of ambient sort of thing. Because it's kind of, you know, the... How's it go? Yeah, the Shiny Crazy Diamond thing. Doesn't sound right. Yeah, it's probably out of tune. Anyway, yeah, the idea of the G Lydian song is essentially it's going to start with a bit of G Lydian, and then maybe it'll sink down the modes until it arrives back at G Lydian. So you basically have a really long suite that takes you from G Lydian down to, you know, Mixolydian through Dorian through Phrygian, Ionian, Aeolian, Locrian, all of them until you get back to Lydian. And I feel like that would be a lot of fun, of a thing to explore. And yeah, basically the maze is practice for that. I made this song as just practice, essentially. And that's how I think that I work best, is I like to practice by doing rather than, you know, practicing and then doing. So yeah, you know, this song wouldn't exist if I didn't need to do some practice. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I know this has been a bit of a long, rambly 40-minute video, so I do apologise for that, but you know, you watched it to the end, so it's your fault as well. You've had a part in this, and yeah, love you all. You're all brilliant, and yeah, take care, everybody, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, this album, and I'm excited to share it with you all. And then the one with Big World on it as well. Not got any time frames yet. I'm not going to say anything like that, but I don't like to work on vast things for years and stuff like that. Not that I haven't, but I don't like doing it. But I'm not going to spend years making a fucking album. I've got better things to do. So yeah, take care, everybody. Bye bye.